y'all, and welcome back to the Truth Hurts podcast. It's your girl, Maya True, and we are going to be getting into some things. Now, I haven't made a video in a while, had a couple of personal things going on, but we're back, and welcome to the Truth Hurts podcast. Now, if you don't know, we do have Nicki to talk about, and this, what you're seeing right now, is her cover art that she put out. She didn't say this was the official cover art, but she said that, one of her fans made this, and this is the potential, this is one of the options. Now, I love it. It is giving, 2023 AI content. It's giving, fun, girly, feminine. It's giving what it needs to give. I love that she's fully covered, still giving sexy. I want to know what the black diamond is standing for. I feel like that is iconic, and it's going to be iconic like when a song comes out or when she explains more about the black diamond, because it stands out in the picture. Obviously, we're in like Barbie Dreamland, Barbie World. It's giving, queen. She's sitting at the top. She's at the top, by the tallest building in the world, in her little castle. And I like it. I like it a lot. So kudos for the cover art, Nicki. Okay, so Nicki did drop a new record called Last Time I Saw You. She did not say it was going to be a lead single, but she did say that the song meant a lot to her. It reminds her of her father passing. She did speak a little bit to this on regards to her father's passing on AMP. She does be on AMP, so you guys should tune in to AMP. If you don't, it is a free service. Now, she did talk about just how she was pregnant and she was dealing with the loss of her father, and how that whole thing like hit her mentally. She invited her fans onto her whole process with that, and so I do like the record for that reason. Now, getting into some things, I'm a Barb, and I'm just going to be real with y'all. I'm not really a punk type of Barb, or like a rock or even R&B Barb. Okay, I'm a hip-hop Barb. I grew up on Nicki rapping hip-hop. Now she did expand her catalog. Obviously, the Pink Print is more of her emotional side, and I did love the album. Pink Friday 2 was coming out November 17th, so have your coins ready November 15th. And the song so far seems to give me everything. Red Ruby gave me like, it gave me like that fire, that energy that I needed. And Last Time I Saw You is giving me like R&B, very laid back, put me in my feelings type of song. I don't think the record is going to chart that high. But it's not going to be like 45 or 50 like other people, but it's not going to chart like top 10 or anything like that. She doesn't have a music video. Really wasn't any rollout for it, but just her going on live on Instagram and TikTok, things like that. So she didn't have a rollout for this, no music video, really no promo. But I believe it's early predictions. It's predicted to hit like top 20 on Billboard, which is not bad. I'm not disappointed. I mean, I've been listening to Nicki, she's been putting out records all, majority of my life. And, it doesn't really matter about the charts. But for this record, I don't think it was nothing that people anticipated as far as like a breaking record or anything like that. It's just more like one of her like melodic vibes, and get into it if you want to get into it. So I did like the record. I like the cover art. Let's get into Nicki's body being snatched. Nicki's body is T. Face is always never declining. She did lose a lot of weight. Now, when I was looking at like old videos when she was like dealing with skiing and like on her Trinidadian type features, my mama was thick, and you really don't know it until you look at some new pictures and you like, damn. Like, you look good, mamas. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. You look good, mamas. Like, and then, 40 years old, the body is 10 better than a lot of these 25, 28, 29-year-olds. And, 30-year-olds. Let's just keep it a buck, okay? Moving on. Let's get into Doja Cat. Let me hit my breeze, And I gotta hit my breeze because Doja stresses me out. You know, if you look at my previous videos, I said that Doja was getting weird, and I really didn't know how I felt about her. Well, I know how I feel about her now, and I'm ready to stand on it. Doja dropped. Now, I'm a big Barb, and a lot of and to be honest, I judge a lot of other female rappers based on how they treat Nicki. I mean, if you don't want me, if you want to if you want to listen to somebody who has opinions that's not based on Nicki Minaj, then there's so many other people that you can listen to. But when it comes to me, I'm going to talk to you about how I feel about certain people, and a lot of my feelings are based in how they treated Nicki Minaj, okay? And that just is what it is. Now, I'm going on back to my point with Doja Cat. Since the beginning of time, Doja has been kissing Nicki's ass, you know, wiping it, you know, kissing it, licking it, wiping it after she shit, you know, and on many records, she has acknowledged how she is a fan of Nicki. I respect it. I respect that she loves Nicki. I love Nicki. I like people who love Nicki, right? Doja gave Nicki her first #1, I believe. Okay? Well, really, Nicki gave it to her. But those two on a record was Nicki's first #1, right? With Say So. And how I feel about it is that Doja fan base is heavily consumed of Barbs, okay? People who love Nicki stand for Nicki. And because Nicki and Doja had a relationship at a point in time, Barbs don't really know how to cut off the, you know, because Barbs went through a peak in 2017, 2018, that so many female rappers were against Nicki, and so many men were against Nicki, and so many machines were against Nicki, that we hold on to people who respect Nicki and who show acknowledgement to Nicki. And it's a good and bad thing, because it's based off of trauma, okay? So of past of what we've been through. So we like to hold on to people, but we don't realize that certain rappers are using Nicki's fan base and really don't fuck with Nicki like that. You know? That's what people not really realizing and not like grasping. So I know Doja had dropped a song. I can't think of the record right now, but in the record at the end, it was, what can I think of that record? Dun, 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 dun. I just wanna get into it. Okay, so get into it. I had to think that through. So she dropped the record, Get Into It. Now, apparently she wanted Nicki on that record. Nicki said, you know, no, like she does. She passes on some female records, even though the record is a bop. She passes on it because she don't think that she can add anything to it, or that the song can do good on its own. So she doesn't add a lot of things to people's songs. So she said no. Doja went on the end, took Nicki's whole like vibe and delivery, and also credited her and then shouted her out on the song, basically, and say, you know, thank you, Nicki, you know. And it's just like, what the hell? You know, it's just like, I know Nicki didn't like that, but that's just not all. So that was one thing that kind of bothered me about her. Fast forward, it's been rumors of whether they get along or not. I always thought Nicki and Doja did get along. But recently, Doja has made some songs that can be interpreted to be a diss towards Nicki Minaj. Now, if it's not a diss, it's not a diss, but it can be interpreted that way. Like she said, you know, I don't need a new sidekick, and her song Attention. But then at the end of the song, she did credit Nicki again. So she's kind of like nice nasty with it. I really, you know, real nice nasty, if that makes sense. Real nice nasty. So, but then she also dropped a cover art, right? The cover art was the pink print evolved in 2023. And when I say evolved, I just mean she added a pink spider instead of a pink thumbprint. But the advisory notice in the corner, just a simple image right in the middle. And it is an iconic resemblance, of the iconic Pink Friday. So I can't help but to think that you trying it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like she's throwing shade at Nicki, but I don't think Nicki is dealing with Doja like that. I don't deal with demons. Satan, get thee behind. Okay, I don't think that Nicki is really feeling Doja right now. But Doja's pandering to Nicki's fan base, if that makes sense. And Nicki doesn't like that. Now Doja is also getting a lot of more clout. Okay, Doja, ever since she told her fans to suck it and kiss my and I don't give a about you and you fans are stupid for liking me. Ever since she did that, Doja has gotten more clout, which is sick, and which is also like somebody needs to do a study on how society works to the point where more people get attracted to you after you shit on them. Somebody has to come up with that type of study and make it make sense for me. You know, somebody has to come up with that for me. Okay? Because, you know, it doesn't make sense. But she's gotten more clout. Her records are doing great, you know? And it's demonic, literal visions of Satan, dark, wild creatures running around, a bunch of stuff. And she's like in this like thing of like, she had this stance of like, this is who I am, accept me for who I am, and she's not listening to the haters anymore. And I kind of get it, you know, I kind of get it, but I also feel like stop attaching Nicki to yourself. Like, just stand on your own. If people want to rock with you because you're Doja and you want to be weird and do all of this nonsense, then go ahead and do that. Just stop attaching yourself to Nicki Minaj. So what's next here? What's next? As you see here, we got Lotto and Sexy Red. Looks like they came out with a collab. Now, you know that Sexy Red is known from Pound Town 2 with Nicki Minaj. And we all know Lotto with her Barbie chain on from back when. Now, this is how I feel about this. They did like a remix to a song together. To be honest, Sexy Red did look mad uncomfortable in the video. However, you still went ahead and did the video or the song with the girl. Now, if y'all remember, Lotto was recording conversations. She used to beg Nicki for features. Nicki Minaj was her idol, blah, blah, blah. Nicki didn't do a record with her. She had beef with the Grammys, and because of nominations, she tried to just use Lotto's record as an example when she created Big Energy, that, you know, Super Freaky Girl was similar and that she should have been nominated for a Grammy. But Grammys played in Nicki Minaj's face, and Lotto took that moment and tried to capitalize off of it. Now, this is when it all was revealed that that Lotto was recording a conversation. She really, truly was never really fucking with Nicki. This is what we be talking about when people say they love Nicki, but the first chance they get, they try to like destroy Nicki. So, yeah. So, anyway, Lotto's a little girl to Nicki. Nicki really doesn't pay her any attention anymore. To be honest with you, nobody cares about the remix that they dropped. Nobody cares about a lot of written records. I used to like Lotto. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, Lotto had grew on me. I think Lotto can rap. But I wouldn't trust Lotto to tell me the goddamn time. You know, I can't trust Lotto. And so, therefore, I don't really listen to her music anymore. Sexy would not have been known without Nicki Minaj. Sexy had dropped Pound Town a few months before Nicki had hopped on it. It was buzzing a little bit, but not making no noise until Nicki hopped on it and it really took off. Since then, Sexy Red is like with Travis Scott. She's with Drake. She's with Dirk. She's with people because she has collabed with Nicki. I mean, you can't deny the fact that when you hop on a record with Nicki, you're skyrocketing. Ice Spice, Sexy Red, anybody, Megan Thee Stallion, anybody. I mean, you work with Nicki, she stamp you, it's up for you. JT and City Girls been out But when JT aligned herself with Nicki, people start putting more respect on JT's name. I mean, it is what it is. Now, going back to Sexy, I don't personally have anything against Sexy. I like Sexy. I don't like the fact that she collabed with a woman who clearly disrespects Nicki. I hope that Sexy and Nicki are still cool. Nicki just don't like people that try to use her for clout and then go fuck with the ops. You know, it just... but it's the music industry. So it's kind of like you got to see things from a business perspective, and you also have to see things from a loyalty perspective. I'm a Gemini. Most of me is about loyalty. Most of me. So it's kind of just like, I understand the business perspective of it. However, it's just like, girl, you got a lot of nerve. You got a lot of nerve when you trying it, Sexy. You really trying it. But I'm gonna mess with you. You know, I bet not hear in the long run that you've been gossiping and speaking behind closed doors about what's this and what's that. I mean, just stay respectful to Nicki. Keep promoting her music like you've been doing. And business is business. And I'm gonna give you grace on that. I'm gonna give you grace, Sexy. Okay, so let me hit my breeze again, okay? The breeze must be hit. This is orange mango watermelon breeze that I'm hitting right now. And let's get into it. So these two people, these rappers came out with a song. Now we have Cardi B and we have Megan Thee Stallion. Let's get into it because there's a lot to unpack here. It's a lot to unpack here, you guys. And this is why. Let's start with Cardi B. Okay? We all know Cardi and Nicki don't get along, right? Cardi tried it at the Met Gala 2017 when she tried to run up on Nicki. She left with a lump. And every time she tries to fight, she gets lumped up. And if you want to ask me, I feel like you should just shut up. You know, just shut up.
To shut my fat ass up, and it was good for her.
And what did you do then?
I shut my fat ass up. And he told me.
Now, there has been back and forth going on with Twitter fans, Cardi going at Nicki fans, Cardi and Nicki subtweeting each other, you know, just a bunch of stuff. And we all know that they don't like each other. Now, Megan Thee Stallion has been gone since about almost, 2 years now? Almost 3, I would say. She has Grammy. She, you know, was put on. She became a star, and she got into it with Tory Lanez. Now, everybody knows about the Tory Lanez incident. I won't get into that right now. So this is her comeback, okay? Megan is on her comeback. And in the meantime, while she's been gone, Nicki done dropped disses about her, you know, the Christopher Reeves line, Horses, the Alcoholics line, just, you know, Bigfoot lines. I mean, Nicki been throwing shots. She wanted Megan to come outside. Megan didn't come outside. But now Megan is coming outside and she's popping out with Cardi B. This is what I need to unpack. So you said in a statement, first of all, because you came out with Cardi B, right? So you already aligned yourself with Cardi. This is what you're doing. Now, they did have a hit record back in 2020, WAP. Now, the reason that record did go hit because it was in the middle of a pandemic. People didn't have anything to do but stream. And, you know, they got their hit. They did get their hit off of WAP. Now, they tried to recreate WAP with this song, Bongos. It's not going to do that well. Hasn't done that well. Princess Diana debuted it higher. I think Red Ruby debuted it higher. I mean, these are known things. And I just feel like they're using each other. And really, Cardi B is using you, Megan. To be honest with you, Megan. I mean, I don't personally like you, Megan. I feel like you are very self-centered, extremely all about yourself. You lack empathy for other people. I think you don't even know how to treat the men in your life, the friends in your life, family. I think you barely have home training and decorum. I also think that you're a liar. I can go on, but this is not a drag Megan session. I just think that Megan should have did better and made smarter moves. If you're gonna come out on your debut, you don't come out with Cardi B. Cardi B been coming out this year and she's been flopping all damn year. Music videos with every single drop and still can't reach top 10. This record, if it does hit top 10, it probably will hit number 9, 10. It'll stay for about a week and leave if it even hits top 10. I don't know. It has a music video. It has the whole rollout. She's doing all of this promotion for it. It's Megan. It's Cardi. So it should do well. But the fact that it's the numbers aren't numbering how you would think they would is just kind of showing that Cardi B is falling off. And Megan, you shouldn't have came out. This was your time to come out. You done lost weight. You done shed it baggage. You don't seem to have a guy right now. You should be coming out full force in your rollout doing what you need to do. Not coming out with a Latina who can't pronunciate her words, who we can't even understand them. Put you on this punk flex beat and made you try to rap to the beat. Like, this is not it, Megan. This is not it. Y'all look like clowns. The hair is a mess. The video, the visuals are good. The graphics is good, but I'm not a fan of the hair. I'm not a fan of the song. It sounds a mess. Everybody thinks it sounds a mess. This is just not a biased Barb opinion. The world thinks the song is a mess. And it is a lot of anticipation because WAP was so successful. So when you come out with Cardi B again, you want it to be the right song and the right timing. And you failed on both of those aspects. It is not the right song and it is not the right time for you to pop out with Cardi B. When Cardi B can't even hold... Cardi B getting features from people being a feature on these people records and not debuting any goddamn where. Like, that's not a sign to you that you shouldn't hop on Cardi B. Like, Cardi B is so 2017, 2016. She's late, honey. She's so late. And I'm going to need y'all to come up with another plan. Rock Nation, come up with another plan and do another rollout because this wasn't it. Now, it is some talk that Megan and Cardi are going to be performing at this year's VMAs. The VMAs is on Tuesday. Now, Nicki is hosting the VMAs. Yes, boys and girls. Nicki Minaj will be hosting and performing at this year's VMAs. Now, if you are not on Twitter or on social media, then you would know this, but there has been voting every single day for the last, I believe, 2 months on the VMAs. Nicki is nominated for 4 categories: Artist of the Year, Video of the Year, Best Hip Hop, Best R&B. Okay, and I think she's winning in all of them except for Video of the Year, I believe. I think Beyonce is taking that, but I think all of the other 3 categories she is leading. So this is the team. So we're going to have the VMAs. We're going to have Doja, Nicki, Megan, and Cardi, and Coi Leray. We're going to sprinkle Coi Leray in there as well. Now, this is the tea because all of these girls, right, Nicki has had some type of issue with. I just told you, I don't think that Nicki really is feeling Doja right now. We know that Megan and Nicki are not feeling each other. Nicki not feeling Megan. We know that Nicki don't feel Cardi. We know that Nicki gave a record to Coi, Blick Blick, which is probably her biggest record, and then shortly after, they fell out because Coi was overheard speaking badly about Nicki because Nicki dropped We Go or Do We Have a Problem the same week as she dropped Blick Big, and it kind of overshadowed Blick Blick, and Coi was butthurt about it. But Nicki does this to a lot of different records. She drops and she just drops. You know, it is what it is. You know, if you're going to take it to the heart, baby, stay in a kid's place. You know, if you're not ready to eat at the table, then just have a seat, you know, on the floor. Have a seat on the floor. You can't sit at the table with the adults where we making deals and pushing out records back to back. I'm sorry that you're not in that category. You don't understand yet. But anyway, so they're all going to be there. And this is a moment for hip-hop, female hip-hop. I mean, it is a moment. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's a moment. 4 of the biggest artists in the female rap game are going to be all in attendance. But tensions is high. People are wanting to know what the F is about to go down, because last time Cardi and Nicki was in the same room together, Cardi grew balls and tried to run up on Nicki. Okay, now obviously she wasn't successful. She left lumped up. I will say that 3/4 times again. But is it going to be another Met Gala #2? Is there going to be some drama? Is Nicki going to run up on Cardi? Is Megan tall ass going to try to fight Nicki? Is they going to try to jump Nicki? Do Nicki need to have Ra Ali, Spice, and JT in the back? Or what? Like, what we got to do? You know, because do she need to call me? Because this is the thing. Nobody is about to run up on Nicki at the VMAs. Nobody's going to try Nicki. Nobody's going to even breathe wrong or say anything slick towards Nicki Minaj way. And the moment you think that you are, or that you can, baby, the Barbs, this is not 2017. The Barbs is finding addresses. The Barbs is pulling up. The Barbs is going to war about Nicki. And I don't know if y'all understand the severity of Nicki fan base. Her fan base doesn't consist of delusional, immature kids. Her fan base is grown women, ages 25 to 35. She has gay men who are very strong-willed, okay? People have money. People are thinking. People are in school. People are not dumb. She does not have a dumb fan base. Listen to me. People love Nicki because of her rap, her talent, her longevity, her fearlessness. That is why people love Nicki. She is a fearless person. She gonna come out swinging. Her rap is impeccable. She's beautiful, you know. And when you have fans since 2009, okay, that have went through a hate train, who have went through different things, and they still are the biggest fan base and still going hard for Nicki, I want people to know that the fan base is not letting this happen. Nicki is not letting this happen. Her bodyguard's not letting it happen. Zoo not letting it happen. But her fans are not letting it happen. People will be canceled immediately. Cardi B will be canceled. She tries anything at the VMAs. Now, with that being said, I do have a petty bone in my body. Nicki hosting. I desperately want Nicki to say something very shady to the girls, just because, you know, I kind of don't, but then again, I do, you know, because I'm just like, I could just see her right now. Child, y'all know I got a few ops and duds. I gotta post that Twitter picture. I'm gonna post it. But you know I got a bunch of ops and duds, child. So out next, Dudley and Dud Jr. Bring it to the stage to perform burgers. Oh, I mean bongos. Listen, Nicki is T. She's a key. She's a key, child. But Nicki, she probably will remain professional if the girls remain professional. You know, if the girls keep it cute, Nicki will keep it cute. But we got this hood rat, disrespectful Latina, and we also have a lion, don't care, carefree Aquarius that is just might try it, you know. And when you try it, right, you gonna get sent back to where the heck you came from, okay? And that's just that on that. But that's all I got for you guys today. Just so you know, Pink Friday 2 does come out November 17th. Have your coins ready November 15th. Thank you for getting into it with me, discussing the rap girls, hearing my thoughts, hearing me vent. I will be posting another video soon. Keep you guys updated with what's going on. Thank you for tuning in to the Truth Hurts podcast. It's your girl, Maya True, and have a good day. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.